What's up, you guys? Just want to thank you so much for purchasing the all-day hoodies. What's something you can do all day? Watch football all day, clean all day, go to soccer practice all day. You can wear these hoodies any and everywhere. So we only got 100 left. We got blue, we got black. The sage green is gone, so blue and black. Thank you guys for rocking it. Thank you guys for supporting it. Only a few left. Go buy them now.
KJ's Corner is back. It's needed. There's a lot of folks that had bad turkey last week.
How did turkey taste? Did they taste it, but then told grandma, hey, grandma, this turkey tastes good, but it was really nasty?
It was bad. I and many others, KJ, need your help. And here's where we need your help. I know you guys make fun of my analogies, but I'm going to say something that I think most of you can understand. Right now, shit at the crib is bad.
Home is bad.
Home is bad right now.
Mama not happy.
Things ain't right.
Kids ain't happy.
Kids ain't happy. Ain't nobody happy. You go to work and all you keep thinking about is when you got to go home. And y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know when stuff is bad at the crib.
This like when you just sitting in the parking lot like, man, I don't feel like going in this building right now. I don't feel like hearing my coach. That's how I feel right now. It's bad news blues.
You don't want to talk to no Niner fans right now. You don't want to talk to no fans. And wait a minute. While stuff is bad at the crib, you seeing your ex in Denver.
Stop it. He ain't doing nothing yet. He getting there. He ain't doing nothing.
5 in a row, but go ahead.
Okay, so with that being said, I am optimistic about this matchup.
Okay.
I look at the Dallas Cowboys. Plenty of talent on this football field. You got Dak, who I believe right here, right now, is the MVP of the league.
Well, wait a minute. You say you feel good about the game, and now you start off with your supporting evidence that Dak is the MVP of the league.
Now, let me tell you why. When I look at the Cowboys, who have they beat of significance? The Jets,
Giants.
the Commanders, Giants. They haven't beat anybody. And so, if I look at what Dak is doing, he's taking full advantage of his schedule. He's taking full advantage of it. And I like our matchup versus these guys because who are our last two opponents?
The Commanders and
No, who are our last two opponents?
Oh, I'm sorry. The Niners and the Rams.
And the Rams.
Yes.
Sean McVay, Kyle Shanahan. Two gurus when it comes to designing plays, two gurus who know Coach Carroll very well. And so the schemes that they presented on this side of the football were hard to stop.
Okay.
When I look at this Cowboys football team, these guys are simply going to line up and say, we are better than you are.
Okay.
They're going to play smash mouth football. They're going to run the ball downhill. They will give the ball to CeeDee Lamb, at least 15 targets from CeeDee Lamb.
Okay.
At least.
So you think, and you're going to show us right now, you think that the Cowboys offense isn't as complex as the Rams and the Niners?
It's nowhere near it. The Rams and the Niners, it's motions every play. It's Christian McCaffrey zipping out of the backfield doing this. Christian McCaffrey at wide receiver, Deebo Samuel at running back. These guys here are going to line right up. They're going to run their plays and say, outbeat us.
Okay.
Outbeat us.
I want everybody to remember, this same Cowboys team has not lost a home game since week 4 of last season. Now, KJ, take us through the offense, and then we'll go defense next.
So it all starts with number 4. Dak Prescott from Mississippi State University is doing some really, really good stuff. 3,000 passing yards, a few interceptions, a bunch of touchdowns. I like what he's doing. Let's go right here to the tape. In shotgun, lined up. His offensive line, first of all, Tyron Smith, Zach Martin, they just paid Steele at right tackle. So he has guys protecting him. I just watched Dak Prescott scramble, get outside the pocket, and this is what he can do. This is what he can do well. Get out the pocket, and I always say, when you get out of the pocket, it creates vision for you. And just the chemistry between him, Brandon Cooks, watch it. Sets his feet. Now, watch this. The guy's right in his face. Gets his feet set, delivers a strike down the field. 40-yard game. This is what we're going to see out of Dak. This is what he's doing. Once again, let's go to the offensive line. Hall of Famer, just got paid. So he got the guys blocking him up front. And look at this. Uncovers, strike down the football field. You talking about he's not the MVP of the league. If he's not, then who is?
Right. I mean, he's definitely an argument. I mean, no question about it. He's playing great football.
So let's go to the backside. This run game. Tony Pollard, who was talking about early in this year, He coming back. He coming back. We was on that 1-2 punch. He looking like he's the guy, and he's fighting for a contract as well.
Explain to us why this run game is so good.
Okay, I said Tyron Smith, class of 2011. This guy, 6'7". His hands, G. I was with Family Feud. Went to Family Feud together a few years ago. His hand is like bigger than this book right here. His hands are that huge. When you talk about some vice grips from Tyron Smith, this is what he has. And watch this right here. Just watch number 77 right here. We're gonna circle number 77. Watch what he does. Clear. Come on. Get out, and I'm gonna climb. Come on. This is, we talk about dominating the line of scrimmage,
right?
Winning in the trenches. This is what it looks like.
Getting to that second level.
Climbing to the second level. Watch number 73. The guy slants in front of him. He secures him. He gives the center just a little bit of help, so the center can scoop this guy. He can't leave the center hanging. I'm gonna give you a little bit of help, and now I'm gonna climb to my guy, a little pencil neck DB. 15-yard gain. Look how big. I can run through this hole.
Right.
I can run through this hole. So when I'm talking about they just line up and say we're better than you, this is what this Cowboys football team does. And so when I say that plays in our favor, who do we have up front? We got a Draymond Jones, who will be at end. We got a Leonard Williams, big-time trade we just made. We got a Jay Reed, a Boye Mafe. You just got to nut up and just say, you want to have this type of party? Let's have this type of party.
Okay, I got questions. I get it that the offense for the Niners and the offense for the Rams is more complex. I understand you bringing up the motions and all that. Those play callers with Shanahan and McVay, they're good, no doubt about it. And you're telling us that this offense isn't as complex, but do I hear you basically saying while their offense isn't as complex, they don't need to be? Because sounds like they have an offensive line that's climbing to the second level. They have a quarterback that's playing MVP football. I'm trying to get some positive juice here on where this weakness is.
Well, it sounds like they know who they are as a football team.
Identity.
They know their identity. They know what they're good at, what we can hang our hat on. And we could do that play after play after play. And so let's talk about our team. Let's talk about the Seahawks. That's what we're looking for right now. We're looking for our identity and what we're going to hang our hat on. And so when I know what you're going to do on film as a linebacker, when I'm watching these Cowboys football team, this is my type of ball game.
So when you look, man, the Seahawks ain't got that yet on the offensive line, huh?
Abe Lucas.
Charles.
Peters in his
prime.
glory days.
In his prime. I used to do a lot of good things in my prime, too.
and Charles Cross. And so we're getting there. We still developing.
Okay.
And so when I talk about Dak Prescott, hey, before we get, you think Dak Prescott don't know what the Commanders are in right now? Look at him communicating with Turbin right here. Look at that. Communication at the line of scrimmage, pre-snap, third down. Now watch what they do. Watch what the Commanders do on defense. You see how the safety starts in the middle of the field, but the safety knows, I got to get to the 20. I got to get to this half of the football field.
Okay.
So watch what he does. Dak sees a pre-snap. Once the quarterback comes right here, he knows that this is not cover 3. He knows it's not cover 1. He knows they're playing 2 high safeties. So what does that do for an offense? The middle of the field is wide open. It is wide open. When I look at it right here, it's a foot race. I got Turbin running a 4-3 versus a middle linebacker. I'm going to take my shot. 2 feet in, touchdown. And watch what else they do. Let's take it a step further. This safety here, he can't stay there. He can only stay there for a little bit, but Brandon Cooks at the bottom is threatening him. So would I either do the middle linebacker's job or do I cover my own tail and leave him out there on the island? And so another just...
But that first of all, that safety got turned around. Second of all, that safety didn't have a choice. He got to stay honest. I mean,
that's his half. That's his half.
He got to do his job.
And so when I say we just better than you, this not complex. This isn't a fake boot reverse flea flicker. This is a simple all go special. Right down the middle. We know they will be in cover 2. Touchdown. And so the question is, G, have the Cowboys really faced a defense like ours and done this type of stuff? I like what our defense is doing. I really and truly do.
Okay.
And I'm confident. I'm confident that Quandre will show up going back to Texas. Jamal Adams going back to Texas. Jordan, like it's time for these guys to really come around. I'm confident that we match up pretty good against these guys.
All right. I want to say this because one thing this KJ all day. We're going to keep it a buck right here. I'm glad that you're confident. I really am. I think a lot of fans that are listening right now, there's a lot of people that are glad that you, KJ, who knows the game, Super Bowl champion, played this game a long time, is confident about this game. But I'm going to keep it a buck with you, man, and you need to help me out. I don't have the confidence that you have, number one.
Okay.
And number two, there's something about the Seahawks defense that does not feel right to me. There is a feeling, and again, my eyes and what I see, very amateur. I am not a player or a former player, but something about the Seahawks defense does not feel right. I don't know how to explain it, but something ain't right. And I feel like something like this, an O-line that's playing well, a run game that can do well right there, so the play action is good, and you got communication going on right now. You got Dak Prescott playing good football. I'm scared of Dak Prescott. I need to see his birth certificate.
Well, when we lost Chenna, it felt like stuff went from here down here. And my biggest question with this football team is, in the midst of adversity, in the midst of getting punched in the mouth, who gonna step up? Who gonna bring these troops together? Who's gonna really go out there and make a play and say enough is enough? Who gonna be that guy?
Because that's life, right? Because in life, when things are going well, everything is cool. But again, back to how we started the show, when the crib, when home ain't right, when the kids fighting, everybody taking stuff personal, can you overcome this adversity?
You can. And let me tell you something. I've had coaches, when I played, we've had games we didn't perform as well.
Okay.
I've had coaches come in the meeting room and say, this game ain't on me. This on y'all. I've had coaches tell me, this game ain't on me, this game on y'all. And so what we got to be mindful of is, do they keep this thing tight? Or does it?
You just helped me.
Or does it? You know what I mean? It got to stay tight. Coaches got to be on point. Leaders got to be on point. This thing got to be here.
You just helped me. And what I mean by help me is, when I say it didn't feel right, I didn't understand what I was feeling, you just said it. I think right now, my gut feeling says the coaches are putting out the game plan. The defensive players need to play better. The players need to play better. I think that is the feeling that I'm getting. They need to play better.
Yeah. The players got to take 100% of the product on the field. Yep. Coaches ain't making no damn tackles. Coaches ain't covering nobody. This is all on the players. However, the leadership from the coaches, the holding guys accountable from the coaches, the not pointing the fingers, that got to be on point.
Okay.
Because I've had coaches start pointing the fingers and do this, do that. And how do you hold grown men accountable? We had Coach Hurt. How do you hold grown men accountable in the midst of uncertainty, in the midst of frustrations? You got to address it with love and you got to address it head on. So that's what they have to do. All right. Now you got me juiced up, G. All right. Now, let's slow down here.
This defense right here?
Now, when I said I'm optimistic about our defense doing their thing against the Cowboys offense.
Okay. But,
however, with that being said, our offense got to show up this game. They got to show up this game.
Is this defense good, KJ?
Dan Quinn, my old coach, Super Bowl winning coach, who's going to be a head coach after this football season, the way he just let these guys go, he keeps it simple. Go get the run. Go get the quarterback. Go do your thing. They got a bad man by number 11, Micah Parsons. They got a reigning defensive MVP in Stephon Gilmore. No, he's NFL defensive MVP, right? And they got this new cat by the name of Bland. How many pick sixes?
Five pick sixes.
NFL record. Watch this corner. Deron Bland, Mr. Pick Six, who Who is coach again?
Al Harris. Now, some of y'all Seahawk fans, one sec. Some of y'all Seahawk fans know exactly who Al Harris is. You know, some of y'all that's been watching these Seahawks for a while. Let's go back to 2003. Remember? Playoffs. Green Bay Packers. Overtime.
Matt Hasselbeck.
Remember what he said? Go ahead, you say it for me. That's right.
We're going to score.
We want the ball, and we're going to score. And he sits back. What happens? He threw that pick six, and he threw it to the now current DB coach for the Dallas Cowboys. It was Al Harris back then.
Which side of the field was it? This same side of the field.
Same side of the field.
Same side of the field. What type of route was it? I bet my bottom dollar he coached the same play. So watch the patience from Bland here. Hold up. In man-to-man, scoop technique. 1, 2, driving.
I guarantee you, KJ, hear me out. There are some Seahawk fans that's watching this right now that just got triggered. Some of y'all might turn it off after that play. That's exactly what happened in 2020 years ago. January.
It's Al Harris 2.0. And just watch the patience from Bland. Watch the discipline of his eyes. He's in man-to-man, and he sees the stem from this receiver. Look at the... Right now, he knows I can go. Right now, he knows I can pull the trigger. I could jump this. Now, all you got to do, catch the ones they throw to you. Catch the ones they throw to you. And watch he does the rest. I'm going. Sam Howell, 1-on-1. Dang. They say the best play in football is a sack, forced fumble. This, without a doubt, a pick six is the best play in football. No better play.
I agree.
No better play
I agree.
than a pick six.
I'm with you on that one. Okay.
So he sees it, and he knows the ball's coming out. You know you can jump stuff when you got a pass rush like the Cowboys have. And he jumps it. Let's go do the rest. But Al Harris ain't have to do all this. He just ran straight. And he had the ball in there.
Yeah.
That's their coach. That's their DB coach.
Shout out to you, Matt Hasselbeck. I know you probably watch this from time to time. Love you, 8.
Now, former defensive player of the year, Stephon Gilmore, he still got some juice left in his legs. Now, I want all DBs to pay close attention to the technique of Gilmore on this play. Watch Stephon Gilmore. Let's just watch from this angle. He's man-to-man coverage, one-on-one. Watch the patience. He tries a double move on him, right? Watch the receiver. Skirt. Oh, I don't bite for it. Now, watch the patience when the ball is in the air and it's time to make a play. He doesn't grab him. He doesn't hold him. He doesn't panic. Let's take a close look at what Stephon Gilmore does on this play. Watch him here, G. Boom. Come on. I'm looking. I can't get it. Now what I'm going to do, we'll call this go hands to hands. I'm going to put my hands, hold your hands up. I'm going to put my hands where your hands are. Simple as that. The ball's going to hit it, and the ball will come to the ground. Simple play. He doesn't grab him. He doesn't hold him. And so no need to panic when the ball is in the air. Just trust your technique, trust your coaching. Outstanding play. This is the type of plays that don't really go on the stat sheet like that. It's a PBU. Mm-hmm. This could easily be a pass interference or the receiver catches the ball.
Now, I bet you about to show us something about that number 11, ain't you?
How's he so good?
I'm going to ask you that. He ain't that big.
He's not that big. He's like 6'3", 6'4", 250.
He got a lot of stamina.
He got a motor, but he's just tossing these guys around left and right. Literally taking 300-pound men and just throwing them out the club. Just watch his motor right here. Watch his motor. I'm not giving up on the play. Boom. And look at this. Oh, that's the bear crawl. And G, one thing I love about what Micah Parsons does is his get off. He don't take any false steps. He gets off the rock. The point of contact right here. Boom. He goes right here, but then he attacks the inside pec of the offensive lineman. Attacks the inside pec, gets him off of him, gets the quarterback off the spot. But hey, right now, look at this. Watch what he get off of me. Throw him down. This is not easy, G.
Is he a $100 million man?
He's more than that. whatever Bosa is, he's more than that. Whoever TJ Watt is, he's next man up. So I just love his relentless effort. He can line up on the left side. He can line up on the right side. We'll see him isolated against Evan Brown in this game. So he's going to be all over the place.
All right, let me ask you this. There's a potential possibility that Abe Lucas is going to be back.
Mm-hmm.
Are you in some type of way telling all of us that the Seahawks offensive line is going to have to play better than any game they've played this season against this defense?
They are. And with Abe Lucas coming back, we got to put the expectations where they need to be. He's been gone for 7 weeks, hasn't played much. And so he's coming really getting his feet wet. Mm-hmm. He's going to be a little winded. He's going to be a little tired. And he's got to get used to this new body that he has. He's been rehabbing his knee, so we got to make sure he gets back healthy. But facing a guy of this caliber coming off of an injury, let's put the expectations where they need to be. And in the interior, they got Lawrence. They drafted the kid out of Michigan. So they got some guys on this defensive line. And so,
all right,
Phil Haynes,
so
Evan Brown got to come with it.
You helped us out on the field. I need you to answer another couple questions before we get going. When you played,
mm-hmm.
and right now, I'm going to let you know, fans ain't happy right now. A lot of people fighting, a lot of people going back and forth, a lot of people have all kinds of said things is being said.
Mm-hmm.
When you played, was there ever a time that you all heard what we fans were saying?
Oh, yeah. Oh, fans let us know by attacking our Twitter, attacking our Instagram. And you feel it. And you feel it from the media, too. You feel it from the ESPNs, even the people that walk into the locker room. They ask you those hard questions. Mm-hmm. Man, where is the direction of this team going? Do you think so-and-so should be playing? Like, you feel it from everywhere. Your family, your friends. And so they feel the pressure.
I mean, but I know y'all feel the pressure. Do you guys understand the pressure? Like, what I'm saying is the reason why a lot of us fans are so in our feelings is because the expectations were
mm-hmm.
so high.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't mean no shot at the Mariners. I really don't. But if the Mariners don't make it to the playoffs,
yeah, not
many people's going to cry because they've been used to it for the last 20-some years.
Mm-hmm.
But when you guys don't do it, it's different, man. But do you think do players understand this?
We players understand that people's jobs are on the line. Players understand that this is my contract year. If I don't perform well, if we don't win, I'm not eating. If we're not successful as a franchise, I could potentially get traded, get cut, and have to find a new home. Winning cures everything.
Yeah.
Losing creates misery. Losing is miserable. People get fired. People have to find new homes, new jobs. We're not there yet. But when I say this is a must win, gotta win Thursday night in Dallas.
Do players sometimes come home and have those conversations with the wife and be like, "Hey, babe, look, this might be it. Look, I know you got some plans for Christmas and New Year's. We might be packing the crib up."
The only conversation I had with my wife, who don't like me talking about it on my podcast, but anyway.
Nat, I did not bring you up.
The only time I had a conversation of uncertainty with Natty is, I was like, babe, I think I really may get cut and we may have to find a new job. My 10th year, I said, let's, I usually don't care, but what happens when a 53-man roster gets announced? I said, babe, let's be alert. Let's be aware. But that's the conversation.
Is it on your mind every day when you go in?
When you at practice, you feel it. You know what it is. You know the pressure. But for these guys, pressure busts pipes. It also creates diamonds. So,
okay, look at KJ.
What we gonna see?
Okay,
we gonna see.
But you feel good about this game.
Listen, I said I feel good about our defense facing their offense. Our offense have not shown me much these last 3 weeks.
I love you, KJ. I really do. But I'm going to say something that I need to say. Even though you felt good about kind of this game, you told me, you text me, you said, "Gee, I feel good." You told me. So I thought when KJ Corner was gonna start, you was gonna give us all this stuff. You basically sat the kids, we fans are the kids, you sat the kids down and said, hey, kids, there's a possibility mom and daddy ain't gonna get back together no more. It feels that way. After this KJ's Corner. Like you Michael Parsons, good. Al Harris, DB coach, good. Dak Prescott, MVP candidate, good.
This ain't a Seahawks KJ's Corner. If I was hyping us, I'm showing all positive on the KJ's Corner. I'm showing what we up against. When I showed the Lions, and I showed Daniel Jones, I sat here on KJ's Corner to make Daniel Jones look like a damn really good quarterback. I'm showing their highlights. There's another bunch of plays I could show where we can really take advantage of them, but these are highlights right here.
Okay. So Thursday night, they gotta win. Seahawks, Pete Carroll. I know y'all watch the show. I know you do. You gotta win. I don't care what nobody say. Because right now, stuff at the house ain't good.
Yeah. And so, we're gonna see the fans. I'm coming to Rockwall, Texas, Wednesday night. Where we going? Going Shenanigans?
7:30, you gonna be at Shenanigans.
I'm gonna be there like 9-ish. I got a prior engagement, but yes, doors open. We'll be there 7:30, 10:30. It's gonna be a good time. Wednesday night, Shenanigans. In Rockwall, home of Jackson Smith and Jigba.
Matter of fact, they need Jackson Smith and Jigba. I'm calling it right now. Jackson Smith and Jigba over 100 yards receiving in Dallas on Thursday.
There's nothing like them Texas boys going back to Texas.
But hold on, before we go, I got a question. Is that Cowboys game, is that the best game of your football career?
Hands down. Fighting for my life. Fighting for a new contract.
Because that was the season which you told Natty you thought you was going to get cut.
No. This is my knee season. This is where I only played 2-3 games. This is contract year season. So I got the contract, played year 9. Year 10, I thought I was getting cut.
Oh.
Yeah, this one I didn't think I was coming back as a Seahawk. Because my knee, I was surprised they signed me because my knee was jacked up. But thank you, Josh.